Let's take up that bail matter. Who is appearing for the prosecution? For prosecution, who is appearing?
I'm appearing, sir.
The case diary is here. Seminal questions relating to the jurisdiction of the court to grant pre-arrest bail in exercise of power under section 482 is called for determination. Jurisdictional question which has emerged is whether the court of session or a special court constituted under the POCSO Act has the jurisdiction to grant pre-arrest bail under section 482 of BNSS in cases involving offence under the POCSO Act. Section 482 of the BNSS provides for anticipatory bail in apprehension of arrest on accusation of being committed a non-bailable offence. Any person may approach the High Court or the Court of Session for direction for release on bail in event of such arrest or certain conditions which have been codified therein. The wording of the said provision is manifestly clear in that the High Court or the Court of Session alone is vested with the power to take up cases pertaining to anticipatory bail. Any person who apprehends arrest relating to non-bailable offence may move to High Court or Court of Session for anticipatory bail in event of arrest. A person can approach for pre-arrest bail at pre-cognition stage as only on FIR being registered without any charge when criminal machinery is in process of investigation. Section 28 of the POCSO Act envisages designation of a special court for easy reference. Section 28 of POCSO Act is reproduced. On cursory reading of the Section 28, it is found that the state government, in consultation with the Chief Justice of the High Court, may notify Court of Session as a special court for trying offence under the Act, and the purpose of constituting a special court is for speedy trial. Section 8 of the BNSS speaks of establishment of a court of session in every session division, which shall preside over by a judge to be appointed by the High Court. On careful reading of Section 8 of the BNSS, it emerges that the head of the session unit is session judge, who is appointed by the High Court, and in addition to the sessions judge, who shall also be in charge of session division. The High Court may also appoint additional session judge, assistant session judge to exercise jurisdiction in the Court of Session, and the said additional assistant session judge would be subordinate to session judge. From the above provision of law, it is manifestly clear that it is within the power of the High Court to appoint additional assistant session judge, special judge who shall exercise jurisdiction, but it will be to the exclusion of a session judge who is the head of the session division. A session judge can be designated as a special court, or any additional session judge can be designated as special judge. Section 28 of the POCSO Act envisages that a court of session to be a special court to try offence under the Act, which signifies that the qualification for the purpose to be designated as a special judge is that he should be a session court or vested with the power of a session court in the cadre of a session judge, additional session judge. In the classification of the court under Section 6 of the BNSS, special judge does not find any place. Section 31 of the POCSO Act provides as hereunder. On cursory reading of Section 31 of the POCSO Act, it emerges that CRPC/BNSS shall apply to the proceeding before the special court, and it also includes provision of bail and bail bonds, and special court shall deem to be court of session. Section 33 of the POCSO Act provides for the procedures and the power of the special court. For easy reference, it is reproduced. As envisaged under Section 33 of the POCSO Act, the special court has the power to take cognizance without the accused being committed. It clearly reveals the special court, while in first phase of the justice delivery system, performs the function of a judicial magistrate, while in the later part, the special judge performs the function of a session judge. To put it in to put it more appropriately, in first phase of justice delivery system, the special judge act as a magistrate by taking cognizance of the case without the accused being committed to his court. Once cognizance is taken, the accused is committed to trial by the special judge. While discharging the function of a magistrate, the special judge adorns the role of a session judge in conducting trial. In essence, according to subsection 1 of section 33, the special judge is deemed to be magistrate for the purpose of certain provision, but for the other provision, the special judge shall deem to be court of session. The literal meaning of the above could be inferred as the role of a special judge is double-edged, which cut both sides, both ways. One, taking cognizance and committing the case. Therefore, conducting the trial of the, thereafter conducting trial of the case. Therefore, special judge is a mixture of a magistrate and a session judge in one mold. One cannot exist without the other. Both are intricately connected. However, it is necessary to point out here that as per the BNSS, the court of session manned by session judge at no point of time adorns the role of a magistrate taking cognizance of the case and committing the person to trial. In State of Tamil Nadu versus Krishna Swami Naidu, 1979, the Honorable Supreme Court has held the special judge under the Criminal Act for some purpose is deemed to be a session judge and for some purpose is deemed to be magistrate. Special judge is empowered to take cognizance without the accused being committed. However, in later part of justice delivery system, the special judge wears the cloak of a session judge while conducting trial. The above discussion and analysis is only for the purpose of drawing the distinction between session judge and special judge. In order to arrive at a conclusion that special judge cannot be put into a category of a session judge for all purposes. It is also worth to take note that session judge only enjoys the appellate and revisional jurisdiction which is not enjoyed by the special judge. Special judge cannot be equated with session judge. The act of a special judge under the POXO Act comes into play only after filing of the FIR by the investigating agency based on exercising the power of a magistrate. Special judge is empowered to take cognizance of the case. At, at that particular point, the special judge functions only as a magistrate, and the special judge does not get the power of a session judge to be deemed to be a court of session for the purpose of entertaining petition under section 482 of BNSS. A petition under section 482 of BNSS is pre-cognizance stage where investigation is only under progress and it is only on apprehension of individual which prompts him to move before the court of session for bail in anticipation. Special judge does not come into play at the pre-cognizance stage, at the best on filing of the FIR. The special judge acquires the power of a magistrate to take cognizance of the matter. Therefore, pre-cognizance special judge could in no way be said to be acting as a session judge to get the power for entertaining petition under section 482 of BNSS. That on careful reading of POXO Act, by no means could be the provision of the POXO Act be deemed to imply that extraordinary power of granting bail as contemplated under section 482 is conferred on special judge. The extraordinary power cannot be presumed to have been conferred on special judge, even if it is deemed to be a court of session. The deemed provision created by legal fiction could at best be deemed to construe the special judge to be the court of session for the purpose of conducting trial and not for the purpose of entertaining petition under section 482 of BNSS, which is at the stage of pre-cognizance. No doubt, Section 31 of the POXO Act provides the provision of CRPC and BNSS shall apply to the proceedings before the special court, including the provision as to the bail and bail bond. It would only mean that the provisions are necessary for disposal of the matter, which falls under the POXO Act, that have to be placed before the special judge would be covered by the said provision and merely by deemed fiction. It cannot be held that whatever power has been contemplated under section 482 of BNSS, which has been vested in the court of session, would stand transposed to the special judge by virtue of section 31 of the POXO Act. In view of the enactment of the POXO Act, the said power has been conferred on special judge. But mere conferring of the power on the special judge cannot be said to confer the entire jurisdiction vested in the court of session under section 8 of the BNSS on the special judge under the POXO Act. The extraordinary power has not been conferred on special judge. Only power of session court has been conferred to limited extent for the purpose of trying cases arising out of the POXO Act. Consequences upon taking cognizance and committal. From the discussion above, it is found that the special judge designated under the POCSO Act stands in a different footing with the session judge, who is the head of the session unit. The extraordinary power which has been conferred on the session judge under section 482 of the BNSS cannot, merely by way of legal fiction, transpose to the court of special judge under the POCSO Act. The special court constituted under the POCSO Act is deemed as a special judge only for the purpose of trial. The power under section 482 of BNSS rests with the session court and the High Court. Pre-arrest bail application under section 482 of BNSS is maintainable before the session judge. This court has the jurisdiction to entertain the pre-arrest bail application in cases arising out of POCSO Act. The question of jurisdiction is answered. This court shall deal with the merit of the matter. Now on merit, what do you have?
Yes, Your Honor. Actually, Your Honor, I humbly pray before this honorable court, Your Honor, to grant the pre-arrest bail till the conclusion of trial.
But why?
Actually, Your Honor, I'm basing this on a landmark judgment by the
Why do we require judgment? Give me the facts of the case. We are deciding bail application.
Yes, Your Honor. They are in
what will do with the law?
They are in a law relationship, Your Honor.
Give me the facts of the case. Why should we grant pre-arrest bail to him? Now we say that we have the jurisdiction to entertain a bail application. Now tell me why we should grant bail to him.
They are in a law relationship, Your Honor. According to the facts of the case, they are in a law relationship.
So, in a love relationship, you get the license to rape somebody.
No, there's
But
no.
then,
From the statement of the victim, Your Honor. She has already stated
you have
that
access to the
there's no
statement.
rape.
Have you have an access to the statement of the victim?
Yes, Your Honor. I have annexed in my petition, Your Honor.
Statement of the victim recorded under?
No, Your Honor, not statement, the FIR.
Yes.
Which is filed by
Who
the
had filed
victim
the
herself.
FIR?
The victim.
Yes. No, we'll do one thing. We'll call for the case diary. We'll call for the case diary. What do you mean by love relationship?
She already stated in her FIR that they are in a love relationship.
We'll prosecute her. Why did she file an FIR? We'll prosecute her. Somewhere we have to draw the line. This FIR has come from Bangalore.
Yes, sir.
Then it was registered as a zero FIR in Bangalore.
Yes.
Then, are you cooperating with the investigation?
Yes.
Have you appeared before the DI?
Yes, sir.
We'll call for the case diary.
Yes.
All right.
Statement of the victim.
Without going to the statement of the victim, we cannot.
Yes.
Okay. Run a counsel for the petitioner present. That is a PP. You challenge this order. Okay. Because I passed this judgment contrary to the full bench judgment of Madras High Court, full bench judgment of the Patna High Court. Two judgments I passed against those judgments. All right. So you challenge this order. Okay. And let it be laid to rest. I might be wrong. Okay. I have taken a contrary view of full court judgment of the Madras High Court and the thing, because Madras High Court did not answer this question, did not go so deep into it. We have said that it's a very that is my reasoning. You challenge it, okay? You challenge it in the High Court. Let's see what is the answer. Okay. I might be wrong. Okay. Right. The question of jurisdiction of this court was raised with regard to exercise of power under section 482 of BNSS, bracket anticipatory bail, a pre-arrest bail, in cases arising out of POCSO Act. This court has passed an order in a separate sheet consisting 13 pages. Holding that, the power to grant bail, the power to grant pre-arrest bail for offence arising under the POCSO Act rests with the special judge, rests with the session court, and this court has the jurisdiction to entertain pre-arrest bail application. Now the matter can be heard on merit. A call for the case diary from the call for the case diary from the IO of give the case number.
I don't have the case number. I know just the application only. Only
Case
that
number where you are apprehending arrest.
it has been registered as 01 of 2025. Karnataka.
No, this one has been registered as well.
In Java.
All right. We'll see. Ask the IO to. Where's the? How did last time she brought? Na? What is the interim order? Let me call for the case diary. Call for the case diary from the IOW PSI I Kharpran. The IO shall be present in person. Give the case number bracket. You just give. Okay. Find out. Give the case number. Copy of order dated 23/1/2021 shall be supplied free of cost to the prosecution. You challenge the order before we hear it. Okay. Fixed for CD and hearing after a week. In the meantime, we challenge. We give you this copy of this order. We will hear it next week.
Yes.
We'll hear on Monday. We'll hear it provided that our order is sustained. If it is set aside, then you go to prosecution. We're giving you a copy of this order. You challenge it, okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Itakso. One witness is this.
Okay. Okay. Yes. He's appearing for the accused.
Yes, Merikid Khan.
Yes.
Vote for both the accused.
Yes. Witness is there.
Yes, sir.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, next.
Pan bolang harno.
The copy of the order.
Fixed for evidence.
Yes.
So no witness.
Accused present.
Yes.
Accused Louis Mukim present along with defense counsel. But this Kemenlang Sana, who argued for Kemenlang Sana?
Yes.
But I saw he's been convicted.
Yes, Mayor. He's been convicted in area also case to defend this.
Okay. You appear for him in Clarion?
No.
Accused Louis Mukim present along with defense counsel. Defense counsel T. Langbang. Additional prosecutor Srimati So-and-so present. Our prosecution shall ensure that witness is present on the next steps. These next steps, okay?
Dami Priyan, berat.
Yes.
The barrister, we are supposed to produce a death certificate of the accused, but we are yet to receive the death certificates.
He died.
Yes,
Accused.
yes, barrister.
Let's see that. Our prosecution prays for further time to produce the death certificate of the accused. Pray aloud. Prefix for production of the death certificate of the accused. Yes.
Counsel ahead.
Yes.
Accused person is present, Your Honor.
Yes. This juvenility, this case.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes,
What
we
is
are
happening?
calling for the record from the executive magistrates.
You got it? one or two witnesses.
There are 10 witnesses.
We'll examine few.
Okay.
Bring the witness.
Con cái phần bột nhá mà. Smile của mình không? Đi học đó
Give me
nè.
this case number number 8. This
Ablay ra.
Nyawalanki.
Tipi sepang dengan case one ni. Pi kenama dari ini tipi kena sedang ngetrik kena usnem. Kena ujian sima. Kena. Trik kena usnem.
Ya, naiknya sebar jari, tendang mau ayung.
I know about this instant case. The incident occurred on the 7/7/2023. Tapi what am he? He want you be. When to know?
Tendang tu ber,
First of all, on that day I was at home at Kendong Tuber. At Kendong Tuber village. And I was crushing stone. Maladak kita.
tendang mulutnya kau naran sekali,
Ito abi ute.
yang yang kau ayu, orang yang ada iki keras iki orang iki kita mir,
Yang sana abi chobo bi. Dete wanu. Ito abi ute.
yang
Pertanyaan.
naran sekali.
I was at home at Kendong Tuber. I was crushing stone, and my brother and my cousin brother continue with me. And my cousin brother Shri Lawrence
Naran sekali.
Lawrence Pillay came to my house and informed me, come on with me.
Orang yang naik sang pi utai yang ini cakap sadar utai
He said that
dar Ameriki bagi log yang
one penting piante
ah
came and informed me that my brother Shri Rimiki Pillay was assaulted by you that
Ameriki kan bagi log yang
oh uniu puyugi pertuyu
Ameriki
Rimiki Pillay the you that
Ameriki bagi log yang
was assaulted by Meriki Dakar and his friend. Ta. Manda dep khana pi am te kaman le pi.
talai yung Ameriki
Hiwe yi.
sedang lai semen no
Full stop. On receiving the information, I went to the house of Meriki Dakar Haiwan Yungu, which is at Kendong Tuber. The one in yung pi we yung Meriki. Jen ni jangai na.
ini cenai
On receiving of information, I went to the house of Meriki Dakar, which is near to my house at Kendong Tuber. So, Mandalay pitai kaman ngate.
poi tai sen poi tai kebai Ameriki ông yang loi loi nu tele awar ketut ido ipat
Kabai bi man the boy bi yung yung.
Meriki.
On reaching the house of Meriki the car, I call out my brother. Man the kabai bi o hay wan emo po yung.
Di khang sabi khang talai.
On reaching the house of Meriki, my brother was inside his house, which is under lock and key. I call out my brother, and he replied, "Come on, Ong Ipi." Man kabai bi to puyu bisa come on Ongo. And my brother replied to untie the rope from to untie the rope from my hand and legs. The man dep on piamte loy nutele, and my body was paining. And his body was in pain. Man dep on wang te man lebe.
Manadap ang ulitin, siyin niya lang.
Piwe ye.
Mga upayi mo itong
Achwa. Man on pi lai piwe ye chi yung new Meriki.
nang samin na ite.
Ta lai pi semen. Boy pi te kabai pi owe ye em pi.
Ngalir nang samin.
Lai pi semen no. Ta boy tai kabai pi o no.
Oh,
Ta we ye em pi ti por kabai pi o.
member nang samin.
Nang semen em pi. Ta dem neten ngamon le pi.
Manadap nga ko balite, lain sabira lite, to undiang sayung likuro pa, layo lauran.
On seeing the house under lock and key, I returned back home, called my father. Iperti papi. Huh? Morning lang do. We yi de likut pi. Morning lang do.
Lawrence pali.
Mun walai likut yok pa yung pi we yi se walai likut.
Samin na o.
Likut pi yok pa pi we yi de likut pi.
Pa wo tat wo yang iu Lawrence pali.
I went to call my omot hey por lai pi Lawrence em lau pi.
Nai pora la no kongom en.
I went to call my father morning lang do. My cousin brother Lawrence pali. We yi de.
Tapi te poi wen gila den wan tu wo gi te payu miru rimiki yu miral pali.
La likut pi yok pa pi likut pi yok New Lawrence. Yi de likut pi se.
Ya kita
Kita aru likut pi. Tamana de pi likut turn lai pi.
te lai sayung miriki.
I went to call my father morning do and my cousin brother and went back to the house of Meriki Kha. Ta dem nite mandalai bieng bi chung.
Poi hiyung ye yin i ta pon ta poi u ye lai chabire ta poi u jer. Mana poi u jer.
Acha mandalai bi chung lai pi wo pa yong pi wo Lawrence nong lai bieng bi chung Meriki no. Ta hite em bi lieng ngot no. Ta manda em bi te lieng ngot. Te yi kaman.
Emi hita legut ye yin i kandon. Kandon miriki. Mani yin hita ta poi u jer.
After some time, Shri Jeryongkur, Jer Yuto Jerkar, who is the uncle of Meriki Dakar. After some time, Shri Jerkar, who is the uncle of Meriki Dakar, came to the PO. Demite manduan teman lebi.
Mana poi jer pon u miriki.
Sama.
Tiap chabi.
Jer Dakar rang up Meriki the car. Jer the car. Call Meriki the car over phone. Come on over phone. Hita kalamu.
Olu ông này set yung ông ini.
And phone to Meriki over phone and asked him why did he lock Rimiki Pale inside his room. The reason?
Ada ông ông teh tak ketempiak setelah untuk ujar. Ada ketempiak setelah.
Yeah, sama. Man kali o manile sen mi o yung ta kaman nyang pi.
Bisnya hoi teh.
Siap pi. Siap pi man kaman juba wo.
Bisnya wah kami om.
Thereafter, view the open pi ach biyang pi. Thereafter, Jer the car broke the lock of the house. And pi ach biyang Jer the le biyaman.
Na senda ujar ketempiak sebi tersiap buat yung.
Pi be yidi upsia.
Orang pawula wensi.
And all three of us enter inside the house. And all three of us, that is my father, my cousin brother Lawrence Pele, and Jer the car, enter inside the house. Demite,
Anda
bersiap piaman.
bersiap. Ya pagi yo.
Iyo pi man bersiap pi.
Kedok hati oh hati penareng hati bagi kecat penareng.
Aywan, come on.
Apa ayu meriki pencang ki oh hastol.
On entering the house, I saw my brother Rimiki Pele was sitting on a stool with his hand and legs, with both his hand and legs tied with a rope. Come on, Utale, tied with a plastic rope. With both his hand and leg tied with a plastic rope. Mana tep ni te? Come on, let me.
Saya hini dagat teri dagat white meriki te ya aiga.
You with him.
To mahe to mahe jer ujer karo
Ni
to
one
white.
yo wait.
Apa ayu meriki
Ni one thao chim sa.
tangdawa.
Then the Jer,
Yeah.
then Jer the car took a dove from the house of Meriki the car, took a dove which was lying on the ground, inside the house of Meriki the car. Mana chimu to wait come on leo. And cut the rope and cut the plastic rope from both the hands and legs of my brother Rimiki Pele. Iyo bite man dapi wa to tele.
Lemong kejar.
Hey,
Kau kedok telegi.
hey one day ma.
Am hini
Say one day.
kejar kejar penarliam.
Say one day.
Tahu kan ni keti lihat dalam ini.
Ti timon ti tiang na.
Tiang.
I also saw my brother had an injury on both.
Then after he get the ground inside the house, he took the knife and what did he do with the knife?
He cut
It's
the
gone.
plastic rope from
It's
both
gone,
the
cut
hand
the
and
knife.
legs of my brother. It's there, sir.
Yes, yes. Okay.
I also saw my brother had injury on both his hand and legs. The hands, the gikti hay one day you be on both the wrists, on both the wrist of his hand and neck.
On the wrist of his hand.
The wrist of his hand and both his leg. Itu what? On both wrists of his hand and both legs. I also noticed injury on his knee one galiang. On the knees on bina em's knee one day. On his left elbow. There. Immediately, continue immediately we took PVE divya. Ya yo to yo remiti sa PVE divya sa yung. PVE divya.
Ulu Lawrence Palehi Pahi Utu Tayumira Pale.
Meron din siya. Uni today of ngau jer na wa tu tele. Amai dong ku chong pe tu. Thereafter jer pro. Okay. The next scroll. Immediately we took my brother. Chiwan yung ya lo. Huh? Immediately we took my brother to his house. The man ya yung kaman. Immediately we took my brother to his house, and on seeing the injuries on his body, we took him to Taiwan hospital. Taiwan. Civil hospital treatment. Civil hospital treatment. Then have a joy with me. Dia bi ocho civil. Then have a joy with me. For some on the same day, my brother was shifted to civil hospital, Shillong. For treatment. Then the Monday I go to civil kanus ni sa away. My brother was admitted for almost 2 weeks at civil hospital Shillong. Then ngaman. Peri te pini kruman bisa. Ana te sa te arti ya te pin niliang pi le bisa. Hay one it FIR về.
ธนาคาร
Một giờ phi ni với ông bị già cái nhau tôi định nó.แต่คนโมพี่นู่นลิทอ FIR ไป
Kamu mari buat ki ulit tadi ai tho di
ถอดพี่ก็วิ่งก็ซีนะก็คนโมยเละคนโมนี่พานี่ว่าเจียงพี่เจียเนียวตริก
tet kesni
ก็เนียวตริกเจียแต่ที่โบโรสิวิลลองจานี่ลองต้องพี่เด็กเรียอยู่ชิลองแต่ดินกันนู่น
li tho kat ini tho FIR pin ka tet kesni wala li bu ki o
ดิโบอยู่ใช่ไหม
li bu ki o ya long
ก็เนียวตริกที่
ah
ก็เนียวตริกที่ FIR ไป พี่เอ็มดิโบอยู่ชิฮอสพิทอล
o sei garden wala
เอาหมดพี่เอ็มไลฟ์พี่
sei garden wala
แต่อะไรตรงจุด I did not accompany my brother to civil hospital ยี่ลองชิลองไลฟ์พี่เอ็มนะ
silong
มีพี่ซะ I did not accompany my brother to the hospital แต่คนโมพี่ก็ซีไว้ FIR พี่แต่อันตัดพี่จะซีอาร์นี่ยามแต่รู้ก่อนซะนี่บากันนี่ก็เจียแนวตริกแต่ใครกันยี่เละคนโมจะซีอาร์นี่เลยซีคนโมดพี่ซะ
mar pala dat u ki wala li bu i wala nga wala li tho FIR
หมดเด้งซีเด็กเจียเนี่ย
ka
มา
tet
ดีกัน
kesni
ซีเนี่ยก็ซีมาเจียฮีทางแนวตริก
step li bu ga i bi tho step li bu ya
พี่เตเสเอาแนวตริกลิโบยโอเชียลองเนี่ยลองลิโบยโอชิชลองพิมพ์เอ็มไลน์พี่น้อง
ngamen
หมดพี่ก็ตะกซีเอพีจิงจอร์พี่ไลน์ดีเอพี่
la li habis
on the same date พี่ไปยืนไลน์
puyu bersikap beli
me along with my sister ไปยืนติก็
beli
Priska Pele ไปยืนเด
begitu pun hai dada
ฮะ
dada
ยกพอ
yang dok
ดาดาลึงดอยืนเด
ini di
went to ใช้วันเอพีตะกจิงจอ went to Pramer traffic cell to lodge the FIR แต่พี่ให้ตัวเอากันนี้แต่พี่พี่ FIR เพราะแต่พี่กิปุลิตันต่อกิดพี่รอนี่จริงเจ้าพี่ก็ดีจริงก็ดีพี่ต่อกิดพี่
rame
My statement was also recorded by the police พี่องพี่เอพี่แต่ก็จริงอุจอร์เนาะถ้าใส่พี่แต่ก็จริงอุจอร์แต่ปัญญาอันนี้ก็วันก็ใส่พี่
ini
on being shown the FIR dated 8/7/2023 it is exhibited and marked as exhibit 1 and exhibit 1 by 1 is my signatureพี่องพี่คณะตุลอรันสิพี่ว่าตัวเมริกิตคาร์ว่าดัดตัวพี่อยู่พี่เด้พี่ติมิดพี่โอ้พี่กินหลอกอย่างโอ้ตัวองพี่ตัวเมริกิตพี่กินหลอกติมิดพี่โอ้ติมิดพี่กี่เอ็มกินี่กัมราพี่เป็ดจะมีเอ็มกินเอ็มเนี่ย
em di
เป็นโยกี่วันกี่เป็นโยกี่บรูฟดาวให้วันเอ็มกี่วันสอบสุราก็มัน
sulah cekik sudah
เอาวีเด
ini tahu
ฮะ
ini langsung
วันตัวปิตา The witness can identify the accused. That's all. Yang nak beli tentu juga pada aku beli jengkel rumah nor tentu kenal mah. Film siapa jengkel beli rumah. Hai minit liang.
Oh, nice. Skoro ni puyu ni toro Jaintia. Can you be a bit loud? Loud? Can you be a bit loud? Nice. Skoro ni puyu toro Jaintia.
Lai ko ta ka toro dia u ta da dam.
Ada damu, Islam damu.
Itu sudah murah lo klat ko dei.
It is a fact that at the time of the incident, my brother had stopped going to school. Katene ang phe live chiong nio merki madatip te Jaintia nong. Te agan ni khamat ki pulit ang phe wa wa mana poi phe te nagata ka payu yong nio merki kendi phe. Ketentuan ang phe kebai phe ona. Le yo
Yung poi te. Poi te ta yin kerliai ka piyu. Ông ấy can hinuk set u pada sa di khang ke piu o yu. Dat ông ấy ngan ti hite khan. Dat na hite ye nang do igi si sawa ye u do sawa ye asnya u nga po yu mirki. Ta ka bai u. Mana ka bai u ông kian. Wai yang ado yang ani tele de do ai kan.
te yo to kata te o itu kebai phe pa. Te wa keli phe nagata ka payu mo.
Ka bai u ngadi ka bai u te.
Ang phe katene phe kebai te. Kebai phe o payu phe.
Te u nga ka bai ta ka bai o. Kabai o rimi kiau na damu hapo yung da. Ante snaw der tang no msten po yung.
Te yo to te kebai phe mo wa.
O chwa so kabai chwa nga.
Ang ki po po phe.
Snaw em le ting ai chi ru ye di lang wa ta ga yung ne ti wa ta ga yung pa yung. Snaw wa ka le ga ta pa yung hi sa o.
After reaching the house of the accused, I asked the sister of the accused the whereabouts of my brother. Uni puyu ke surat ba imunang. Uni puyu ke surat ba imunang.
Yung sa suro mo yung tang wa yung le em sa.
Hachinong hatau ke ti ba inong watto anu gamte. Waman anu gamte.
Yete na nur aru ong na wato umo wam em mo yo aru yo ti bare. Ti bare wato uno mo gam nu de.
Ambai bon ju am yung no.
Em te em hi u.
Ang bon am no.
Lai wa la li kia u te.
My brother bon am rap am ho yung no. Bon cha surat chip no. That's no. Hachinong hatau yung piti ba ginaw ta uni puyu pi man wa un ji surat gamte watto anu.
Unta unyi utang la unyu la man wam em nu ne u chakim ha yung i u.
It is a fact that although my brother used to roam around the village.
Used to?
Yes, Your Honor, I asked her about the accused whether he used to loiter around the village or not. Used to loiter around the village. Loiter. But he also pedam lah itu tuh, okay. Kan lah itu but. Kata dayak kurim dayak konong ni PUP. Tapi dayak kurim sa. Dalam konong. It is a fact that at present my brother was already married. The correct the key from joy now.
Brother is married.
Correct the key from joy now. Memut ko memut lak no. Puhoy man memut. Chào Temut laki like crap ko nong teman kasi penbiang ba kurim mo nong. It is also a fact that my brother work and provide for his wife. Work and provide for his wife.
Brother, what? It is also a fact that my brother, what?
Working.
Works with, provide. What do you mean?
For his wife, sir.
Sorry?
Yes, at present he already married.
Working and provided for what?
For his wife.
Huh?
For his wife.
Sorry? Can you be a bit loud?
For his wife, sir. For his wife, Your Honor.
Can you use the speaker? What is that? It's also a fact that my brother. What is that? My brother is working and
What is
your question?
I asked her whether he was able to work and provide for his wife, no, sir.
What?
I asked her about whether her brother was able to work and provide for
Provide what?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Are you aware that you are conducting a trial in a session court?
Yes, Your Honor.
Huh?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you experimenting things in the court?
Yes, Your Honor.
Huh?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're experimenting. Please sit down. I might cancel your license. Don't experiment in the court. Have you come prepared?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then what are you asking?
Yes, Honor. This case was booked under Section 326, Your Honor.
So what has that to do with the providing the wife? How is relevant?
Yes, Your Honor. That was relevant because he was not. His joint was not dislocated, no, sir.
Huh?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is the? I'm not being able to follow what you are asking.
Yes, Your Honor. My question is whether this victim was he was not impaired or disabled, Your Honor. I mean for that, Your Honor.
What?
He was not impaired or disabled.
I don't know what he is. What is he asking this, India?
What he mean to say that this accused person, he support his wife financially.
How is it relevant this case?
Section 326.
I'm taking care of his wife.
Why? It is a fact that my brother support his wife financially.
I thought it is a fact that my brother.
Come to the next question. Make it fast, please.
Support his wife.
Ingat ipi otak ni payuhim am sojoro.
Iya hakti wa mau
Ah,
wata wagani kang fikti lai
walat.
di
But any
daga na tabi da adwa rochi do da ita sun lali boi
sampai kata tidak paham, no?
kata terbahaw kata benar hakti
Mala everyone so paham, no? It is a fact that my brother was not. He was not severely injured. That's all, Your Honor.
How many years you practice?
2 years, Your Honor. 2 years, Your Honor.
How many trials you've conducted in session court?
Plus, I have conducted some evidence, Your Honor.
Without driving, knowing how to drive, you take the vehicle on the road.
I do have some matter in Pakso Code and all, Your Honor. That's all, Your Honor.
Further evidence. Bring the accused. You're okay.
yang kur
How are Witness PW1. Huh? One done. What is the answer, number one? Huh? No. PW2. Abul Pawa. Stated in his evidence that I'm the assistant headman of Mimidudu village since 2015 till date. I cannot remember the date, month of the incident, but the incident occurred in the year 2018. On the day of the incident, I was at home and at around 11 to 12 p.m., I received a telephonic call from Shri Bhawan Pawa, the brother of the accused, informing me that the accused person, Neolanki Pawa, stabbed his elder brother and asked me to come to civil hospital Yalong immediately. Come to civil hospital Yalong. Immediately I went to civil hospital and the doctor declared that the deceased has expired. Thereafter I went to the house of the accused persons for a while and went back home. What he has to say?
Ini jing saki dat edu ni u abul pawa wa manu assistant het chnong yong go mi mintu u ongu hosnam arajar khat para hagatega singi kam wa khatwi
No, why are you not using the microphone so that I can hear it?
Ini jing saki de edu u abul pawa ma u wa manu assistant het chnong yong ga chnong mi mintu u ongu hosnam arajar khat para hagatega hagubi singi kam wa khatwi khat arje u de yo phonu no uni u bhawan pawa u man u puyu yong me dap ne tata khanau to wa me da dung mi yo u puyu he yong me tata pha wan gi ocha civil hospital yalong that layo cha civil hospital dap ne tata ki doctor da khanagi wo to wa ni puyu yong me u le nin da khladu te yu yo mi bong ite jubab ite sa yu yo mi bong hai ni jing sakhi yong u abul phawa
Why did he kill his brother?
iki pin yap mi u puyu me
Huh?
he said he did not do it deliberately your honor
Then how?
nahi dao the nam to even like mang me Rana, he said that they had a quarrel, and in that quarrel, somehow he only wanted to scare the victim, but he accidentally killed him.
I had a quarrel with my brother and I accidentally killed him. I had no intention to kill him. I wanted to scare him. PW2 further stated that PW2 further stated in his evidence that on the next morning at around 7 a.m., I again received a telephonic call from the relative of the deceased person who informed me that they had apprehended the accused, Nyaolanki Phawa, and asked me to come to Niang Shnong, Kle Mintru. On reaching the place, I reported the matter to the police. Exhibit 2 is the affair. So after the incident, just make it brief. After the incident, that means the next morning they apprehended him and handed over to the police. What he has to say?
Apa uni abul pawa da ong chu haga step bobot kama nyaw je da phone biang gi ve hayung yong me yu o ta pha wan gi wo to va yok gi so yu me ta pha wan gi o chini chan nin chnong kli min tu ta man da wan nu haite dep ne ta phone polisu ta man ta poi gi pulit dep ne ta kem gi me yu yom ong ta
Wakwana losanza ntabule kanyanga tipora karbe ariya de yido yuta stebe chulu
Why did he run then?
ikite yut me
boratinga
he got scared your honor and he ran away.
After the incident, I was scared. As such, I ran away. How I was apprehended and handed over to the police. PW3. Bill Singh Pawar. Stated in his evidence that I know about the case and the deceased was my elder brother. The incident occurred on 9 June 2018 at around 9:30 to 10 p.m. On the night of the incident, I was at home sleeping. On the night of the incident, my mother woke me up and went to the place where there was a quarrel, which is near my house, around 50 meters away my house. On reaching the PO, I saw my deceased brother, Lenin Pawar, lying on the floor of the veranda, profusely bleeding from his chest. The accused, Neolanki, was standing, and on seeing me, he fled away from the PO. Cheki Pawar was also present, and I, along with PW1, helped my deceased brother Lenin, and the last word I heard him saying to PW1 that he will not survive and die. Thereafter, my deceased brother Lenin was taken to civil hospital Yelong, but I did not accompany him to Yelong up to Yelong. The next morning, I, along with my relative, went to the hospital and waited for the doctor who was supposed to conduct the post-mortem examination, and the post-mortem examination was conducted on that day. Later, the dead body was taken to the house. What do you have to say?
Ama ini sakhi de do u bilsing pawa that o ogu hagani kasngi kama khandishte ni du chpauji o de emu hayung dang
Is
thia
he
o
the elder brother? Is the elder brother?
ni u bilsing pawa upayu ha me
ya kien
upayu khian me his younger brother you
All right, his brother. Yeah.
te ogu hagani ka met o dang emu hayung dang thia o te kabe yong gi de bangkhai go wi yu o yo lai chini thau wa em ye mai iwa hajan yung ni phi kamwa san phau mitar te man the poi gi he te thau to yu gi yo ni ulenin phawa de thia u ha ni ha kan don dep ne te the snam phau te me le de mi he te thau yin mi te man de yu mi yo bil sing phawa te yut mi ne te ong chu chu u wa uni u che ki phawa le em mi u he te por we wa dang yarap u le yo u yu yong me u lenin te kin tin wa khat du is nyao wa kalam nu lenin wa ong u wa to wa like im riu dep ne te yap Ete por dete uni u lenin de libu ki yu o chini cha civil hospital yelong tangwa uni pu yu miu bilsing phawa mem lai langu te hagani ga step po bot no wan te ya lai langi ve yung hasem chini cha hospital te yang gi u dep ni ga postmortem dete chimgi ye ga met yong u pu yu yong mi tara gi chi yu yo mi ong ete
wa hawo ya ma sarang lagi hani
Why was there a fight between him and his brother?
ila ye chop mi me wo ni pu yu
What was the reason for the
na
fight?
yuda
ko so ko ya di ba mi de le di ba mi de snya di ya rai so ya dari yang betul to skir
Where did he get the knife?
ne ro yu terimi
wa in ko na yu
ajong yu
te da thawat sai so thaw ba ma di
Your Honor, he stated that they were quarreling because they had already consumed alcohol, and when they got intoxicated, they quarreled, fight, and he
For
found the
what? The
knife
fight was for what?
Nei đào vì chọn thế.
Bỏ đồng mai sao thôi
Rana, he stated that he was drunk, he could not understand what he was doing.
Where did he get the knife?
From the same place where they were drinking. Hayong yung yedi vi. Yedi va sa hayong mete.
Huh?
Ite iyong yedi vi iyong gi. Kamu betul ka? Ilis Pawa. Your Honor, the place they were drinking belongs to his sister Ilis Pawa, and he got the knife from that place itself.
Where did he go and take the knife?
Wala la chimire teteri. Your Honor, he said that he could not understand what he was doing. He just wanted to scare the deceased, but he accidentally killed him.
I was drinking with my brother, Lenin Pawana.
Yes, sir.
Who else were drinking? Only they two.
Yedi lang natin si. Yedi siya. Habang hindi pertuit. The deceased, Cheki Pawa, and himself, Your Honor.
I was drinking a local liquor along with my brother Lenin Pawa and Chiki Pawa
Yes, Your Honor.
in the house of my sister. No. In the house of my sister. But as per PW1, Chiki Pawa said that he called him outside the house.
Kat ko mi ong di puyo mi Cheki Pawa o ongu me lalat khut mi o lenin. Rana, he stated after they had liquor, he went outside and came back and they quarreled.
Huh?
After drinking alcohol, he went outside, Your Honor, and he came back and then they quarreled.
He called his brother outside the house.
Thought he could me oh, puyo mi salat. Your Honor, he stated that after they quarreled inside the house, then he went outside and then they started quarreling outside also.
He called his brother. Look at the evidence of PW1.
Ay may kat ko mi ong cheki pawa o ongu ki dangi chong gi hipo yung tame lalat khut mi onu lenin. Yes, Your Honor, he said that he was outside, but after they drinking alcohol, then he went outside and came back to call the deceased.
Then where's the question of quarrel? He called him. Where was the quarrel? He called him. I was drinking in the house of my brother. I was drinking along with so in the house of my sister. But where? They were not drinking there.
Vậy uni chiki pawa o mem kanao to we di pine deli hoke. You know, he stated that they were drinking alcohol on that
In
night.
the house of my sister so. I left the house after drinking. After some time, I came back. He called his brother from whose house?
Mi ti por emmi halan ayong yung emmi. At menang hapo compound hiko. Your Honor, he was outside, but in the compound.
He called
of
his
the-
brother from whose house?
From Ellis Pawa's house, Your Honor.
Why did he call his brother?
When I could meet Utala.
What I am, I church wise, it's not in you. Let like them.
After I called my brother, I came back and called my brother. Had a quarrel with him and stabbed him. Did he stab him?
Chudung mi oto payumi. Lenin. Chudung
Did he stab him?
Chudung mi o ite jupap mi.
Oh,
Which part?
Hey nu benta dung mi o.
padu then come up so area to me.
Your Honor, he said that while they were quarreling, he was holding the knife. So during the scuffle, both of them fell down and Lenin Pawa somehow landed on the knife on both sides of his chest.
We had a quarrel with him. And in the scuffle, no, don't stab him. In the scuffle, my brother fell down on the ground. With the and brother fell down on the ground. My brother fell down over the knife, which is lying on the ground. What nonsense he's speaking? Knife was lying on the ground, and he pierced on his chest. Okay.
Then he was holding the knife, Your Honor.
Huh?
He was holding the knife. The knife was not on the ground. The knife was on his hand.
He was.
He was
He
still
was.
holding the
Who
knife.
was on top of whom?
He porwa urpi uto payumi ne wan emu lupa man jero. The
Huh?
brother deceased was on top, Your
My brother fell. There was a scuffle. My brother fell down on the ground. And the knife which my brother fell down on the ground. No, my brother fell over me on the ground. I was holding knife which pierced his chest. Okay, we'll continue. That's all. This is PW3, no?
Yes, Your Honor.